Look, now we are getting the queries. Okay. Okay. It's successfully executed, but once again it is seeing something else. Right. We successfully came out. Okay. What is the select star from? What is the previous color of the 4? The previous color of 4 is yellow. Now it is changed to green. Okay. Now we'll execute the same command. Okay. We'll execute the same command instead of green to red. Instead of green to red. Okay. And query executed successfully. Query executed successfully. Okay. Now we'll see. Your BID name 4 color is not changed from green to red. The BID color is not changed from green to red. Still you are having the old color only. It accepted green color, modified from yellow to green, modified from yellow to green, but not accepted red color, not modified your previous green color to red. Okay, that is the protection we did using the trigger. Are you having any doubts? Are you identified these two? Previously, when you are updated, you executed update command. Previously, when you are updated the command, when you modified a color, when you modified a color which was yellow, you are asked them to modify into green. The color was successfully executed. The yellow color is successfully modified to green. Okay, because what is the previous color? Previous color is yellow. The yellow is modified to green, but afterwards you executed same update command, but instead of green, now this time you made it as red. What's supposed to do? These board's 4 color supposed to modify from green to red. Okay, command is successfully executed. The modification has been taken place with the old value. Previously, the modification has been taken place with the new value. Here, the red color modification was rejected and modified with the old color. And modification is taking place with the old color. Okay, that is the meaning of trigger. That is the meaning of the trigger. Okay, this trigger, we are not called the trigger T1. You just executed update command only. But along with the updated command, it executed the trigger and made modifications as per our specifications in the trigger body. Okay, are you having any doubts? Are you having any doubts? If you are not having any doubts, I will proceed with one more. I expect you to execute, right, one of the trigger, any trigger as assignment question. Okay, write a particular trigger as assignment question. Clear? Anything. But only thing is on different table, whatever the modification you want, if you are performing delete operation, okay, right? It will work now, but I want to protect that also with some value. I want to protect it also with something. Clear? If you are deleting something, what happens? The deletion is taking place permanently. You are losing the values. Later, I want to verify. I want to verify what are the values, whether by me or by somebody, deleted from the table. Okay, right. So we'll go to the other topic of the trigger. Okay, how to handle the insertions or deletions. Okay, right, like an event. Okay, the time can be before or after, but now this time I will verify with some other thing. I had some more table. Okay, say there is a passenger table. Clear? Instead of the passenger table, I am asking you to replace with the table either boats, sailors, or reserves. Clear? Do replace this particular table with anything. Once again, like earlier, I do this particular thing. Here, what is this particular thing? Insertion table. First of all, let you go through this particular small command and I will explain. If new.sa, here the passenger table, there is a passenger table where I am using age field is there. If the age is greater than 18, if the age is greater than 18, I want to do something. Otherwise, I don't want. Clear? If the age is greater than 18, whenever I am inserting something, I will check age of the particular passenger. If the age is greater than 18, I will set the passenger's name as with something. Okay, by default. Okay. Otherwise, I don't want. This is for example only. Okay. It can be the PP number, that my passenger number, or any other number, or any other field. I want to set something. If the age is greater than 18, say for example, instead of the passenger number, okay, say for example, can I accept vaccine or not? Okay. I'm making as vaccine as VAC failure. I will say as S. Else, I will say as or no, that vaccine as no, whether I can provide the vaccine or not. I will say as no, or I can say blank also. Why should I say no also? Okay. So here, if you are identifying, there is no old .vac. There is no old.vac because you are going to insert a new field. You are going to insert a new row in the table. As it is the first time you are inserting, definitely for that particular row, you won't get any old value. Okay. Whenever you are inserting anything, you will get only new values. But only thing, those new values, I am checking whether if the age is greater than 18, okay, I said vaccine can be S. Otherwise, that means vaccine field I am not supplying. Vaccine field is I am not supplying in the table. The vaccine field will be automatically provided by that particular trigger. Okay, so that VAC based on the age, previously we identified only one field. Now we are identifying the different field. If age is greater than 18, I am saying the VAC is that vaccine is S. New means coming from table, coming from the insertion table. Okay, right. Otherwise, I am saying it is no. Okay, this is a small trigger. Based on this particular thing, I may provide all the required fields. Clear? Right. So this is one type of insertion. Whenever you are inserting and protected using the trigger, The trigger automatically checks some fields based on the value, based on the particular value, it automatically updates. Based on the value, it automatically updates. Okay, right. So are you on clear with this insertion trigger? Insertion is new values coming into the table. While insertion, we are checking some field. Okay, and you can write any logic, whatever the logic you want. But only thing is, be careful. While you are inserting into the table, you are not going to have old dot. You are going to have only new dot, new field coming from that insertion command only, right? So if the age is 18, you are saying vaccine is S. Otherwise, you are saying vaccine is no. Okay. What is the command you are going to provide? Just a simple insertion command. Simple insertion command. Okay. Try to write a small trigger instead of this particular insertion command only. Change the table name, change the values. Accordingly, you change these values. Okay. One of the value is here. So for example, this is the age field. Okay. This is the previous field, whatever I set for the value. Okay. Right. Similarly, if you want to do on deletions, whenever you want to delete a row from the table, what happens? The table is having only the old value. You are not going to supply any new values from through the console. That means this particular table is having only old, not new. Okay. So here inside this between the begin and end, you are having only old values. Okay, you are having only old values. Okay. What I am doing here is you are going to delete something from one table. Let the table is cancelled. You are going to delete something from one table. The table is cancelled. Because if you delete, what happens? The values are permanently deleting from the table. But I want to retrieve later if necessary. I want to undo, like we are writing a log files. In the log files, we are writing the log records. The log records are containing all the previous values also. How to create a log file? Right? Okay, you created wantedly or accidentally, you deleted something. You want to delete something on cancel table. Deletion on cancel. Okay, but before deletion, I want to save this content temporarily. Let it be on trash also. So what I am doing, whenever I am deleting something, I am inserting all the old values from the cancel table into a new table called as reserves. Okay, the values, the row will be successfully deleted from the cancel table. The values will be successfully deleted from the cancel table, but the values now available as a new row in the reserves table. That means whenever somebody is deleting from our table, for safety side, what I made, instead of deleting the values simply, all deleted rows I will store somewhere, some other table. After some time, whenever I cross-check, if everything okay, then I will retain the previous deletions and I will delete the inclusions in the new tables or trash table. Okay, let me keep it as a trash table. After some time, if I said my deletion is okay, I can delete these tables. Otherwise, sometime later, okay, if I regret, I should not cancel this, I should not delete from the cancel table, I can restore the values. From the reserve table. I can restore using the reserve table. This is vice versa also. Okay, this is the way I can utilize the triggers. So what the trigger provided me, additional feature of security. Whenever you are deleting anything, it is not simply accept the deletions. Instead of deletions, it is saved the data somewhere. It is saved the data in somewhere. Later, whenever I found the deletion should not, I can retrieve. The values are available somewhere now. Okay, this is the way I can utilize delete triggers. So generally, delete triggers now will be used to store in the trash whatever the deleted files somewhere. Similarly, the updates or insertions will be identified. Insertions in particularly will be created in order to create some default values, in order to set some values based on the values we are supplying. Okay. Similarly, updates will be done whether you can accept these updations or not. Some values should not modify. Okay, it has to be with the default values only. That will protect it using the update triggers. Okay, right. Hope you will identify what is the meaning of trigger, where you can utilize the update trigger, where you can utilize the insertion trigger, where you can utilize deletion trigger. Okay, so you try to identify. Okay, later if you want after 5 or 5:30, you can come back. You can ask me any questions. You try to execute. If you are having any doubts, you can ask me. Once again, I will clarify your doubts. Okay, right. So hope we'll close here. If you are having any doubts, because I'm expecting some work done from your side also. Clear? Any doubts in specifically? If you are not having any doubts, okay, I will take a little bit your attendance. Wait, then you can leave. I will inform you, you can leave. These are the questions I am giving you in the mid number 2 on final examination. The same insertion, whatever I shown to you. Okay, but now I want with reference to boards and Silas tables only. With reference to boards and Silas table only. Okay, the same question I am going to give you in the final examination. Okay, the final lab and examination, theory lab examinations are offline only. Offline only. Be careful. Okay, so try to prepare. The program is very simple. The only thing is you need to the what are the theory. I will share the theory to you. You need to write the theory, and you need to write these 3 insertion, deletion, updation triggers, and try to execute in the trigger. The program is very small program. Program is very small, tiny program. Okay. The same thing, if possible, I will send you the lab manual. You can get printouts. Okay, for the final examination purpose. For the final examination purpose. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me now. Okay. Otherwise, you can leave. But hope in the next lab, at least next Thursday, once again, we are having lab. Try to come everybody, inform to others. In the meantime, you practice.